Alright, so back in another video, and today we have the thing we were saying about yesterday, the how to hit my chest 9 mins for every single day of the chest 9 grind that we have going on at the moment. So if you've somehow been missing this already, if you're able to grind chest 9, you're not doing like chest 11 with sweat, then I would really appreciate if you could sign up to our chest 9, our mins. We're going to put on the screen our mins now, and we'll go by day. Today only more pits out, but there is T0 and there is this crazy mode that we'll talk about shortly, R3 Spire. So these are out. Because it's only more pit, I only want you to get 10 wins today. Hopefully it shouldn't take too much longer than an hour, playing pretty decently. With R3 Spire, you might take a little bit longer at the start, I guess, because T0 is not quite 10 wins an hour pace, and R3 Spire is, it takes a little bit of time to get used to, but if you find like the right sort of matchups and good map length, bad opponents, then you can probably tick this off fairly quickly. Just take a little bit of time, but if you don't want to, or just want to have some fun, you could just do like T0 as well if you enjoy that. But yeah, you'll see this first one is an example of a rapid one. I have a few really rapid ones. I put on the screen some screenshots of some rapid ones and some good replays now, just like throw them along. But yeah, you want that one super quickly. You don't win them all super quickly. Like you get some like this one where they are not super quick, but it is fine when you get loadouts like this. It's yeah, it's a very strange loadout, a very strange mode. So why this is such a strange mode is for the simple reason that normally when you're using you either have your strategy, so say normal speed with fire, you're like preparing to defend stuff that you send yourself with like rubber to gold, and it's very built around being very easy to defend your early game like rushes in, and like yellows and stuff, because you've always got the boomers like ricochet and stuff like that, or having ice and stuff like that. But in this one, you can't really force stuff. We compare it to normal game mode. When you send in balloons, you're trying to force upgrades on your opponent, but like you have to force it on yourself as well, so you need to be able to defend your own stuff while aggressing. For a while I tried to just pretty much farm at the start to try not, so that I would not be forcing loads of defense on myself and causing myself to choke, but because it's fire, you get double the amount of eco, so you actually really want to have eco when you're playing with this. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, that kind of just briefly summarizes how the that kind of mode is. But it will definitely be faster to grind with, just because there's so many bad opponents like the first one who will just die like before yellows and stuff. And I've had a bunch of wins under 1 minute, which yeah, we had to put on the screen then. And yeah, it's just super weird. So you can beat good players just by it being weird, and you can lose to noobs just by it also being weird. But it's funny. Anyways, yeah, so we're doing also this strategy we have now is sniper mortar farm with Gen, best bundles I think is, and Camgro. So Camgro shouldn't be doing too much for us this game because he's got the mortar and we've got the sniper, and it also doesn't really help you that much because you're sending loads of balloons in at the opponent, but you're also sending them in at yourself, so you both need to get the same defense up. And if you're the one who's spending the money to do the rush, and you're rushing yourself at the same time, and both of your defenses are quite expensive, so you have to save up for them both at the same time, then you're just, yeah, it's kind of, don't think I'm explaining it very well, but it's just really awkward and hard. But yeah, that is that. Anyways, random message on the phone. Had to see that out. Some presentation thing, which, you know, they've not been told about, but, you know, we move. Definitely don't know if I'm missing stuff out. We just came back from Spain, so, you know, everything feels like we're a bit out of sync at the moment. He gens 2 plantations to get the sniper farm, I think. We gen a Republic, gives us slightly more. And then we see him sell his stuff. I think we're probably going to sell as well. And we do, so that we can get a sniper crate. And yeah, now we're basically just going to start refarming. We could just be ecoing at this point because you get so much more money from the eco, and value wise I think it's just better because you get the double eco with fire effect. But we don't decide because we're just always just nervous about not having the money to react to like and panicking to random things. So we actually go for the factory route, I think, which is a little bit strange. We probably should have gone for some like multiple sniper farms first, and then start to think about factorying. We go for this as well, just in case he sends us in a rush. We can just suddenly Republic and go for the big one, and that will cover pretty much anything he can send at us. But no, we gotta just kind of hold off, to be honest. Yeah, no load is happening. It's not the easiest mode to commentate. But yeah, we are now literally just going for factory. But we should be getting another sniper farm here. It's definitely the play, like he does. I think he tries sniper farming like it's Speed Bonanza. You don't get double money from the sniper farms, so it's not worth to sell. Which was a bit weird. He does kind of just drain himself later on, which is like, okay. But yeah, he's doing it now. Like, what was he doing? Like, why did he sell that sniper? And why is he doing this? Like, you're losing money, bro. I swear he's losing money. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Like, he's losing money, isn't he? Like, I'm like 90% certain he's losing money. I'm more than 90% certain. I'm like 100% certain, yeah. Like, what is he doing? He's literally draining himself. Like, he's getting like negative money for each sniper crate, and we have a factory up. Like, it's so weird. Oh, it's just such a weird game. And yeah, so I think at this point, what's a good rush to send in? Multiple BFBs, and maybe like sniper stall. I mean, not sniper stall, mortar stall. Obviously, there is no sniper stall. Well, I guess there is kind of a sniper stall, but yeah. We're going up a big one, and we're thinking, yeah, if he gets us a few snipers down, does he now realise that microing the sniper isn't worth it? Maybe. Yeah, he gets 3 down, so we can send in 2, so that he's going to definitely pop them, or at least the first one straight away, and pretty quickly. So it will push on him a little bit more than it will on us, and the second one's still down, one's on strong of his snipers. We're going to send a lot of rainbows up behind. We could have been camos, because then his mortar doesn't hit it, and we're just like going to mortar stall out, and we did win that game, but it's a pretty strange one how he was right with us, and then he just started microing the sniper and losing money. So yeah, so that's one way you can get today's min, is by just doing stuff like that. You just got to kind of work it out, just find out what you can defend, try and eco as much as you can while having money. It's just like R3. It's just like R3 while you're just being careful with R3. Just being extremely careful with R3, and then you'll be alright. But it's just so weird. So if you don't want to do it, I just want to do T0. That is fully understandable. My iPad just died, so oh my days. It was just on like 20%. But okay, we're gonna have to recharge this that way. I'll come back at the wherever this is left off into this game. Alright, we should be back. So yeah, the other way of playing the T0, as we were trying to get onto before the iPad randomly decided to die on 20% battery, was that you can do just your kind of like normal T0 strats, which are a little bit more aggressive minded, like anti-stalling Ninja Engie. We actually have an Engie mirror in the first game, so instead of having our engineer right at the front, we're going to move it back a little bit, so that we are so when you anti-stall, you're having your towers often aren't in as stronger positions as they would be if you were not wanting to anti-stall. And because he's anti-stalling for us, and we're both using the same strat, it would be better just to have a bit more money by having our defense a little bit further back, so it's in a better spot, so we don't need as many upgrades, so that we could farm harder, out-farm, win the game. Bish bash bosh. We win the dosh. Anyways. So yeah, we leave the first engineer down, and we kind of just leave it anti-stalling for just because we can. But yeah, then we're just going to build up our next engineer though a bit further back, so that we can yeah, do what we just said before. We can send blacks at him, just because the blacks are going to force more defense, so we can do that. And then we're going to sell our top engineer when we oh no, we don't do it to get the earlier upgrade, never mind. We could have done it, but I guess we decided not to in the end. But yeah, no, let's go though. Just standard Ninja Engie kind of gameplay. We're out farming him. He's probably sent more than ours though, so he'll have a bit more eco. Pretty even so far. Probably should have sold off the top engineer to try and save a little bit of money, but we're also pretty washed at this time. I don't think we're the most focused in any of these games today, but we're just getting through them quickly. Still a bit ill. We didn't really need to boost that, but we have now, and we got the upgrades anyway, so we should have got the upgrades after boosting. We could have saved that like 700 and then forced him to re-rush us and then got the upgrades, but yeah, that was quite silly play from us doing those upgrades actually. And yeah, we're now just going to get a little more farmers down so that we can, when we get our trap, our sentries are not hitting the front of the map, and instead we can get them towards the back of the map, so we don't need to sell them and they can still do stuff to help us stop leaking lives. But they also are going to mean we could still get all our trap money. And yeah, spikes we've not been using earlier, we can now just use to clean up these leads. Yeah, because I'm just not feeling that strong today, I just go straight for the trap. But we could have gone for the second plantation before this, but it is what it is. And we also were sending this little rush of leads, then 3 yellows to try and get through the foam, to try and get some leads through the foam, to force a little more spikes. And yeah, kind of works. We get a ninja, we upgrade it too much, because if we only just send us a few camo greens, which is quite expensive because it is camo greens. It would have been like 120%, and he probably sent us in like almost probably sent us like a K of camo greens there, which is a bit weird. But we're sending this little bait rusher, a couple whites, a couple zebras, like 2 to 4 rainbows, and then the rest of the rush. We forget to collect our traps, so a lot of stuff focuses on us. He leaks loads of lives down to 15, but he's okay. He starts refarming. We now I'm going to boost in pretty much the same rush again, selling one of the farms with 2 rainbows because we didn't really have enough money. Should have sold that ninja for the rush, but that forces another farm sale and another trap at the back. And now he's super broke because of all that stuff he's had to do. We don't have loads of money either, to be honest, but there's in a little rush here. Some camos, a load of rainbows. Gonna try and clean all of those up. These camo leads get through. We can actually just spike all of them at the same time like that, which was kind of lucky. I don't know sure how that worked off. We just survived it anyways. He's now going to sell all this stuff and boost in a rush. We don't have our boost back just yet, so we're going to try and get this down. We want to like sabo or something, but we sell that. We go for another trap at the end. Should have saboed first, and then got the trap, then boosted. Then would have been fine, but we kind of did that messily. We just missed our sabo effort, but we were okay. Yeah, we survived them on the game. And this is our last one. I think this is the last game. So yeah, this one is the other way you can play it. So you can either do an anti-stalling strat like Ninja Engie, or you could do like a Darling Bomb and just anti-stall with that as well and be kind of really aggressive with it. Or you can do just a Cobra strat. So here's a cool Cobra game we got off against Techville Ninja. So yeah, he does anti-stall start, so we have to just do a single Cobra. You can either do anti-stall with a set of spikes and do 1 Cobra at the start, and then go for your mortar and anti-stall the whole game, which is a pretty good way of playing it. The other way, which is more common I'd say, is doing 2 Cobras at the start, where you place them both down on about 8 seconds, so when you when one person anti-stalls a round, it goes 2 seconds faster. When both people anti-stall a round, in round 1, I'm just talking about round 1 here, then it's, so basically, yeah, if one person anti-stalls a round, round 2 starts on 22 seconds, if you both anti-stall it, it starts on 20 seconds. So if your opponent doesn't anti-stall the round, and you get 2 Cobras down 2 seconds after the balloons start coming out, the 2 seconds later means that round 2 will start on 24 seconds, which is when you have both of your Cobras upgraded to wide funds, which means you'll get 80 on both of them, $80 from both of them, whilst also having the rounds made a little bit shorter. So it's just the most efficient way of doing that possible. But yeah, and then he'll be spiking the start, because if we were doing farms, then we'd want to do like a farm start, and if we could get a 1-0 farm, and the round's completely anti-stalled, then it means we're just getting extra money that he can prevent from us. So that's why the eco players like anti-stalling the first round. But then they obviously want the rounds as long as possible, because the longer the rounds go, the more money they make. The standard stuff we say in loads and loads of our other videos. If that kind of concept is kind of new to you, then check out a lot more of the channel videos, because there's a lot of stuff on there that will help you out with this kind of knowledge-based stuff that you might not know. Anyways, so he's going to be ecoing at the start. We send him a bunch of stuff, but I don't think we're focused on this game either, I can't lie. And we're mainly thinking we need to send in no, adjustment shouldn't work versus Tactville Ninja, because they can just mailstorm if it gets bad. We'll get up 2 Ring of Fires, and like 2 Ring of Fires with like a flash bomb will defend everything, I think. Probably not even needing a flash bomb, or a few jitsus. That'll be fine basically. A ZOMG is probably the only thing you can try and send in. You need to try and send in the ZOMG whilst not being completely drained for a counter. That's probably your best bet. So I can kind of see him trying to go for the Ring of Fire here. So we're going to layer in some yellow rush here. I guess there's a bit more eco as well. And it's going to just cause him to... Well, it doesn't panic him a little bit. I think I'm thinking of a different game, never mind. And he leaks a little bit. Send him in lead. No, we don't send him in lead. Yep, eventually send him in lead. Probably a little bit late, but I think he gets his Ring of Fire up in time anyway. Even if it's a little on time. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, now we're just thinking Cobra farm until start of round 14-ish, and then we'll see if we can get off our round 19 ZOMG. I think we did a Cobra video a while back, and we just missed our ZOMG send because we were just off and we didn't like sell off our defense to send it in. We will see if we can rectify that this time. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Yeah, we still have that cold, so I'm sorry about that. You can kind of hear a load of sniffling in the background, but hopefully this video with a little bit of sniffling is better than no video at all for some people, and it's helping you out, especially if you're in the clan. You're less sure on how to grind the mins, but we kind of said a lot of that stuff at the start, haven't we, about that information, how it's nice and easy. It shouldn't take you too much more than an hour if you looked ahead of the other days. This is probably one of the harder days. If you don't know how to play Span will be the hardest day for you. But if you know how to play Span, this is probably like the hardest day of the entire grind, I can't lie. Or like time-wise probably takes the longest, because if you get unlucky with, or just don't like the R3 Spire, then you might not play that, and then you might be spending a bit more time in T0, more pit for the 10 wins today, but like it's not that bad, is it? And it's only, yeah, it's the hardest day. It gets easier from here, so don't worry about that. We were 3rd clan in the world at the time of this recording, I think, so that's pretty cool. I think Blue Blood are going for chest 10, but they might get that. A lot of the top players will be in the Sweats clan, so it'll be quite hard for them to get it, but I'm still confident about our chest 9. If we have 500k by the start of Span, then I think we'll get it, basically. So, and I think we can get that, so I'm pretty confident in ours. Even if we don't start on pace, yeah, we should be able to hit it. And anyways, round 18, so we're now starting to go for our Cobras, and we can see if we can send in a ZOMG on round 19. We feel like we probably can, because we've got 7k in hand. We only need 3 upgrades. We've got a load of Cobras down as well. And now we're going to sell off all these other Cobras except for the 3 we need. We're just off. He sends in a Moab right on the queue, so we sell all the Cobras off, send in the ZOMG, go for a Mauler, go for an Impact. We don't need to boost now. And the Mauler just uses a couple of spikes. So we are completely drained right now. So if he just counter rushes us, then he fully wins. Because, yeah, that Moab defend, not being able to like wait a second longer, having to get that Mauler down straight away. And there's not having any eco now. All the Cobra sold is a little bit of a problem. But no, we've sent it in, and he is going to go for the defense. So will he be able to defend it? The round 20 ZMG we did before did not work. This is a longer map than Dread Balloon Cave, I believe, as well. So will he be able to defend it? If his Tactville Ninja He did kind of drain himself with that Moab, but is he going to be able to defend it anyways? He's getting his sabos ready. He's got a load of, not doing jitsu method, he's doing tack sprayers. Self to top tack sprayers, sabos, boosts. What was he boosting though? He hasn't got like nothing down that he's boosted. That's a bit weird. Load of BFBs. He has popped the CMG layer down. He's now into BFB layers. He's getting his tech ready for the Maelstrom. It's a very good Maelstrom spot for him on this map. Is he going to be able to defend it? It's getting close. He tells some tech sprayers so he can sabo again and then start Maelstorming. Will this be enough? We're boosting one set of leads in case he sells the Ring of Fire. And he starts Maelstorming. And he's popping down the first two CMGs. It looks like stuff might be getting through, but we can't be certain. Gonna keep Maelstorming. Repais to Sabo. Or the Flash Bomb into a Sabo. But he dies. Anyway, let's grab today's video. I'll just post an early clan looking thing at the start. But yeah. Grind for that chest 9. Sign up. Have a nice day. And yeah. I will catch you in the next one.